So where were we?
Keep doing it.
This feels like it's been a long time coming, but at the same time, it's weird that
How many times have I asked you to watch Ben 10 now?
Because at first you guys didn't want to watch Ben 10, and then we got to the point where you guys were making jokes because of the fact that you've seen bits and pieces of it. That anytime it came up when we were watching the DCAU, keep in mind everybody, we just finished watching all of the DCAU, excluding Zeta Project.
Yeah, people who are definitely listening to this.
We
watched Zeta Project, and we even watched Lobo.
Yeah, we're not.
We watched one episode.
We would never lie to you.
We watched one episode of Lobo, which Dylan was hyping up, and then the minute we got to it, Dylan, what was your reaction?
Yo, who's Dylan? I wanted to not watch it anymore.
You're like you were so excited, and then
who's Dylan? You have to call me Nighthawk.
What the? But yeah, we watched Batman the Animated Series starting at what was it? Was it the tail end of last year?
It was Valentine's Day, was it not?
We didn't.
No, because that's when we started the laugh counter.
The laugh counter, which is at 205 now.
That's how many laughing fits and like hilarious ass shit happened while we were watching that.
Yeah, you don't get to experience any of it, but you got to take our word.
I mean, we're starting with a new one now. But yeah, we watched Batman the Animated Series, Superman the Animated Series, Batman Beyond, Justice League Unlimited. We literally finished the last episode of Justice League Unlimited.
Riley, you're racist.
Why am I racist?
You forgot Static Shock.
Oh, shit. Oh, no, I am racist.
You're actually a racist. I'm not doing this podcast with you.
I'm walking
Bye.
Alright.
Well, now that he's gone, you want to turn this into a podcast where we talk about... Well, I guess this is really over now.
No one's ever really gone.
But yeah, I was saying like, oh, you guys would enjoy Ben 10, and you guys were like, no, Ben 10's stupid. But then the more I talked about it, the more you guys were warming up to the idea, to the point where now we're going to start this podcast off where basically the idea of this podcast is we're going to be watching different cartoons in animated media. We're going to start out by watching all of the original Ben 10 series. Because later, when we go to watch whatever that might be, we're going to do shows in between that and then, because we don't want to... We experience DCAU fatigue. If you're watching a show for so long, especially with a group of friends, rather than just binging it by yourself, you can experience fatigue while watching something.
It's mostly because Riley's grandma's a cranky old bitch, and I don't want to put up with her shit.
So, really, the idea here is, we're going to be recording our reactions to this, and then if you want...
It is recording,
if you really want...
You can sync it up with your recording. We're using HBO Max, so we're going to...
Not sponsored.
Not sponsored. Yeah.
Not sponsored.
Call me.
Like, it's like when I listen to Hey Babe, they're like...
Who's Hey Babe?
The podcast Hey Babe with Sal Volcano and Chris Stefano. There's always a bit in the show where they are... What are you guys doing?
I'm not listening to whatever the fuck you're talking about.
Anyway, there's always a point where they'll mention somebody specifically in the show, and they'll say, "Listen, New York Mets, we know you're listening. We know you're listening." At this point, it's the opposite of, "Listen, we know you're not listening." But anyway, if you'd like to have this sync up with your review experience of Ben 10, we have it set exactly 0 on HBO Max for the first episode. I'm going to be hitting play in 3, 2, 1, play.
Or were there 10?
Oh yeah, there were 10. That's the first episode.
But there's not 10 anymore, which means this is the series.
Yeah, it's weird. It's a weird thing. We're almost getting into spoilers on the first episode, but yeah, I think it was after the first season. He doesn't even have 10 aliens. He has 11.
So why
was that D. Bradley Baker?
Why didn't?
Dude,
why didn't his?
Can you recognize that voice actor, Dylan? By the way, respect to voice actors. They're fucking great. They put in the work.
I'd recognize the voice actor if you would stop talking.
Is it Mark Hamill?
Steve Blum?
Oh yeah, I forgot I should bring up my notes.
So I have an A-Prepare Plane? I have a question.
Yes.
If he ends up with 11 aliens, why didn't his parents just name him, like, Kevin or something?
God damn it! Oh, wait, the theme song!
Dylan, you good?
He's fucking busted a move. I remember specifically I didn't write it down sadly, but there is a band that plays the theme song. They're a pop band from Europe. I can't remember what country. I think it was one of the Scandinavian countries.
So is this like a continuing trend of Cartoon Network making cartoons that have like similar sounding intros? Because I'm just getting Teen Titans vibes. Right
I was about to say, yeah. Well, I think for that I know.
Oh my god, it's Steve Blum.
Yeah. Did you just realize it?
No. What, Heat Blast?
No, well, no.
The
Steve
character
Blum...
who was talking that I said was Steve Blum, and then you proceeded to not answer me?
Hot Streak?
Oh, I couldn't hear it. God damn it, no, he's not.
Up.
Hot Streak!
Oh, his background looks grainy as fuck.
Oh, yeah, they use grainy backgrounds for a long time in the
Turn
series.
the film rain off.
It's really bad because they're so...
Ben, why are you running low settings?
Benjamin Tenjamin. Come on.
Oh, that's good.
Scooter Tidwell.
Bro, this guy ain't got no chin. He's all
He's got
neck.
a cash register on his shirt.
Are
He's got a fucking goddamn almond head.
Dude.
That's an anime as fuck shot.
Yeah. So, Ben Tennyson is voiced by Tara Strong in the series.
Yeah.
She's, I think it was her birthday or some reason. I remember seeing one of the voice actor I follow on Twitter, say like happy birthday or something like that. I think she did an interview. And to no surprise, he has his ass handed to him.
Well, because he doesn't have stand power yet.
Sutando power!
Oh! It's Grandpa Max!
When's the Ben 10 Grandpa Max prequel show?
I wish.
Ooh.
I mean, that kind of happens with Omnibus.
Ooh.
Shut the fuck up.
Dylan's back there having a fun
I feel
time.
sorry for whoever is going to listen to this. I feel sorry for Riley or Alex when he edits this later.
Just cut your channel out.
No right channel. This is a
Cut him
left ear podcast.
Cut him off.
So
where are the reptilian headquarters? S1E1. What does it mean?
I think there is a reference to the license plate, but I can't remember exactly. So that's Gwen Tennyson. That's his cousin.
I knew that already.
She does fuck all because she can't be an alien.
Yet.
Hey, I thought you said you weren't going to spoil things.
Oh wait.
What is this? The Spoil Things podcast?
Oh shit! I forgot I have all my things on the opposite page. Oops. So here's some facts about the series. Ben 10 premiered in late 2005, but basically pretty much started in 2006. The first 3 or 4 episodes came out at the tail end of the year, and most of the series came afterwards. It was created by Men of Action, which mostly they were comic book writers.
Grandpa Max is they're considered a delicacy in Africa, so it's actually racist if you don't eat them.
He guilt stripped them into eating worms. You guys ever? Oh, do you guys remember? I Dare You Eat Worms.
Do you remember fucking Super Fudge? When
nobody knows what the fuck you're talking about.
I kind of remember Super Fudge.
You did that shit too?
The old lady made them chocolate chip and worm cookies, and they're like, oh,
Yeah.
they just taste like regular ass chocolate chip cookies.
Why do you... I thought I was the only people on planet Earth that knew what those books were.
I think I remember them. I don't remember reading a lot of them. Yeah, that's Vilgax, who's voiced by Steve Blum.
Steve Blum's first DCAU role.
This isn't the DCAU. What are you talking about? What? Dylan, are you still not over the DCU ending?
It's not over. It's not over
No
yet.
one's ever really gone.
Okay, Dylan.
It's a butt plug!
I knew you'd say that! It's the one thing
No, it's a Bakugan! A Bakugan! And then he's playing on a Texas Instruments 86 calculator.
It looks more like a calculator than a Game Boy.
Bro, playing on a calculator out here.
So it was created by Ben 10. The original series was created by Men of Action. They're mainly a lot of comic book writers. They wrote for DC. They wrote for Marvel. They wrote for a lot of independent creators. So just to give you an idea of what was coming alongside this show, Ben 10 also aired. These are the other shows that were on Cartoon Network at the same time, which was Alex is gonna love this first one, Camp Lazlo.
hate that show.
My gym partner is a monkey.
Johnny Test, which I thought that came later.
It just gets worse.
So you can tell there was obviously this was the best TV that you could see at the time on Cartoon Network. And My Gym Partner is a Monkey's next. American Dragon Jake Long on Disney Channel. And then Justice League Unlimited was still airing at the time. So like,
how far are we in the episode?
We are in at 6 minutes.
Almost 7 minutes.
Yeah. I can still remember vividly, like, seeing the commercials for this and watching it back in the day when it came out.
Back when you were like 27.
Am I that old?
28. Get out.
So, have you guys noticed Max Boy's actor? Alex could probably pick it out better than you might, Dylan, because I think he's...
Let me hear him.
You guys aren't going to recognize Gwen's voice actor. She doesn't do anything like major. It's Megan Smith as Gwen's voice actor.
Oh my god, it's Baby Beyond Technology.
It's from space! There you go, first transformation of the series.
He's turning
I call this one Ass Blast.
God damn it.
He's turning into the Thing.
Except, what was yeah, oh yeah, that's what we call. Well, I can't remember what his actual name was from Batman Beyond. The one that's supposed to be like the Thing.
It doesn't matter
because they're all like D-list Fantastic Four copies. My pet. Ooh, I can't get the cat back on my paw. There you go. So I know you guys already know this is Steve Blum doing the voice.
Yeah.
So who is Grandpa Max?
Since
Grandpa
he
Max... stopped talking.
Grandpa Max is voiced by Paul Eiding.
Who's that?
I don't know who that is.
He's the guy that did the voice for Colonel Campbell in MGS.
Oh yeah, Roy Campbell.
And then he also did, I can't remember the character. Are you starting to hear it now?
Oh god.
You started to recognize it. Right. Unplugged video game.
Snake, you mind telling me what you're doing on July 14th at 7-Eleven? Sir. I don't know how to do a Snake's voice. I forgot.
Getting me my Slurpee.
Drinking a Slippy, sir.
Also, it's funny that, like, you already know they know each other pretty damn well because the minute they see that forest fire, they're like, oh, Ben fucked up again. Like, immediately goes to whoop his ass.
Flame off, bozo.
Fuck. That sounds like a line from Ben 10.
Flame on.
She had them big cartoon feet.
Yeah. The show gets better with both staying on model and overall design. But it always has really good art style. I would say that like this show still looks very unique today, as it did back then.
What in the goddamn?
What in goddamn? Oh yeah, so originally, well, the show was in development for 3 years before anything actually came about, but originally he wasn't supposed to turn into aliens, he was supposed to turn into 10 different superheroes. But they realized they wanted to do something a little more original, and I think overall, we're better off with him turning into aliens. Not just because...
superheroes could have been a cool idea, though.
It could have been a cool idea.
It would have been just better Shazam.
Yeah, because basically it's like this kid can turn into superheroes, but they probably wanted to differentiate it from things like Shazam. And also...
It's a sham.
Oh god, I forgot how grainy that actually is.
Yeah, it's like
I
feel like I have sand in my eyes.
So did you guys notice what he did there to stop the forest fire?
Burning all the trees down. What do you do?
Well, yeah. I mean, is that not how you stop?
Yeah,
the forest
basically
fire?
the way they did it, they mentioned it when we were talking, is he created a larger fire to snuff it out. That's how they do it. Basically, you create a larger fire to basically suck all the energy and oxygen away from the smaller fires. That's the way they combat a lot of the forest fires as of late.
See,
I don't think there's any going on right now, but goddamn, there were so many in the past like 2 years.
I don't know. I'm not very worldly.
I love that he grabbed it and immediately started to burn it in his hand.
mm-hmm.
When you look at that, you're like, yeah, that's not something you'd see on Earth. Like, there are other transformations where you're like, oh, he could be a weird species, but no, this straight up looks like a fucking fire alien.
Fucking freak!
You freak! Back on. So, we really had a lot of respect when we watched the DCU for Andrea Romano. He's a really good voice director.
Andrea. Is she the voice director for this show too?
No, she did go to what did I miss?
No, full stop.
No.
Discussion over.
Oh, this guy looks cool.
Yeah, it's got a. I remember seeing it as a kid. I'm like, that's a cool design.
I'm sure that's exactly what you thought when you were like 7.
Yeah. I'm like, yeah. Well, I said, I'm like, that looks cool. But no.
No, you're probably like, I'm glad McDonald's.
Can I have McDonald's, man? Why'd Ben get McDonald's?
Get my butt kicked by the bullies at school.
Trying to go Super Saiyan in real life.
Oh God, no.
They're making fun of you, and you're just like.
Oh God, I cannot think of anything more cringy. But no, Andrea Romano went to later do the voice acting for the sequel series. But for this, it was Chris Zimmerman. Chris Zimmerman also did the voice directing on the Metal Gear Solid series and regular show. So overall, it's still pretty good voice acting direction.
Yeah.
And then the people that did the head of manufacturing were Duncan Rouleau, Joe Casey, Joe Kelly, Stephen J. I think Siegel?
Steven Seagal?
No. Stephen J.
Oh, he's
Siegel.
turning into gross.
Oh yeah, the transformation sequences in the show are dope. It's basically like a more cooler, like Americanized version of a magical girl transformation from Sailor Moon.
Ben 10 magical girl confirmed.
Okay, but like, what about in the first season of Static Shock, whenever
Oh,
Virgil turned into Static and it did like the.
It went into the little thing, but that was a cost-saving adjustment because I think that show even had a shorter budget than Ben 10 did. Although,
Oh, definitely.
for
You think Warner Brothers is going to give a project that, for lack of a better term, urban,
yeah,
like any money?
I think it's cool that we get to see for certain aliens we get to see like Ben immediately know how to use his powers. With others, he kind of learns with them as they go.
He's pretty much more feral here.
Yeah, the Wildman, I don't think ever talks in the series, which makes sense because it's basically a feral animal. You're giving me flashbacks to like being around your cousin. How many cousins do you guys have?
Not a whole
None
lot.
that we talked to.
No, I'm getting flashbacks to hacky TV writing where they're like, oh, annoying girl looks at screen and talks for too long.
But for me, who had a like more... I've got 14 cousins.
He just made an intro sequence.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah, let me quote that show that I didn't fucking watch as a kid.
I only watched the first like 2 seasons, and then I got to that point where it's like, I don't want to watch cartoons, they're for babies, but it's like, no, I'm going to watch cartoons with my friends. But for someone like me who had 14 cousins and only 2 of them were males, all the rest were females, this was very relatable to me. And originally, in the show, they wrote down Gwen as being Ben's classmate, but having her be his cousin is better because they actually get a better relationship and something that's a little more easy to write than if they were classmates. Plus, you can avoid...
Is that why they still give each other the fuck me eyes all the time?
Oh my god, no.
Oh no,
you know what's
there's
funny
not going to be, like, sexual tension between them.
No, but
not
it's funny
really, but like...
It's funny you mention them because, for one, a lot of people in the Ben 10 fandom do hate, just like in Gravity Falls when they ship the relatives together. But in the foreign dubs, I've heard from people in the Ben 10 community that they didn't write Ben and Gwen as cousins, they just wrote them as friends.
Oh, they just happen to have the same fucking eyes.
Exactly, and very similar.
The same.
And she was already in Grandpa Max's van. What the fuck is Grandpa Max doing then?
Picking up his grandson's friend? Yeah, that's why, like, it's so weird when you hear about changes to shows in foreign markets that make no sense, right?
Yeah, for sure.
Bammo, he says.
Also, I wanted to mention...
10 super cool alien dudes.
It was 2005.
That sounds like advertising for Ben 10 in 2005.
Riley, what the hell?
Hey, Riley, when we get a special, when we get a special Let's Play episode where we play the Ben 10 PS2 game.
When I finally am able to get components... component cables and/or anything that can get it to play on my TV because
and a capture card.
Well, I mean, we have that. We just don't have a good PC to edit it on. What?
You don't? Do you have component inputs on the
I
back
don't
of your
have.
TV?
I don't. That's the problem.
Or AV or whatever.
No, it's only HDMI. That's the problem with modern TVs. They don't even bother. Like my other TV I had that was also 4K had it, but this one doesn't.
That's funny because my
probably
TV,
get a
which is also
HDMI splitter. Or something that like has.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Is that's the only way I could get it
to HDMI.
That's the only way I could get it to work. But I think I'd probably have to get a different capturing software because the way the Elgato works is it has to run through. Well, no, if it's still running through HDMI, I think I could have it to work, but it would be a mess of a cable situation.
Oh, I love this guy. He's green.
Green.
Great!
Yo, is he made of crystals?
No, he's made of great!
So,
Riley, is he made of crystals?
he's made of
Is he
crystals.
made of JO crystals?
No, he's not made of JO crystals.
Yo, he looks like a Royal Flush Gang member.
Oh, yeah, he kind of does with the black and white out. I mean, that's Ben 10's colors, but yeah, kind of does with the black and white.
I think so far this guy's my favorite.
Diamond Head has been a popular one. He's voiced by Jim Ward. Do you guys know who voiced Wildmutt and did the snarls?
No.
No, you guys do know who did them.
I don't.
D. Bradley Baker.
How would I have known that?
Because he does that all the time.
I couldn't hear him. You were telling the lore of Andrea Romano that you never got to finish because I cut you off.
Yeah.
Oh, he has cut arms.
But Jim Ward also voiced Doug Dimmadome. From
Owner of the Dimsdale Dimmadome?
Yes! He also voiced Granin and Krauser. Or Granin in MGS3, Krauser and Resident Evil 4.
Well then.
So there's plenty of recognizable voice actors in the series. Overall, I think something that's going to be nice is, versus when we started watching, I mean, the DCU is so much longer, but even the DCU, when you started with Batman the Animated Series, it was more style over action.
Yeah.
Because of the animation style, this is
like action right away.
Exactly, and that's the thing that's a little more entertaining about this. The art
Which
style...
isn't to say that the DCAU or just Batman the Animated Series in general is bad.
Yeah, no,
it's very good.
Yeah, there's still, especially, like, we just rewatched, for comparison's sake, we finished the DCU, and we wanted to rewatch the first episode.
Yeah.
And it was wild going back to it, because you have Kevin Conroy doing a way different voice for Batman. Oh, that's such a cool trick. You have Kevin Conroy doing a very different Batman voice than towards the end. In Justice League Unlimited, he's basically doing the same style of Batman voice he does for, like, the Arkham games. And most of the projects at this point.
Alex asked me a good question.
Mm-hmm.
That bit in Return of the Joker, where, like the flashback scene, does that happen before or after JLU?
I think that happens after JLU.
That's what I was thinking.
Because I think at that point that's when Batman... Because Batman was always a part-timer. He never was in the Justice League.
Yeah.
Also, this is a really cool thing.
Yeah, fuck that robot up.
Yeah, you can see... We're gonna see Arthur Morgan in Red Dead 2. He's just like jumping up on the goddamn second floor of the saloon with Lenny. You see the way he ran?
With
Lenny! Yeah, I love that scene reminded me of you remember that bit in Amazing Spider-Man 2 where
that movie that I didn't watch?
Well, Alex has seen
I
it.
saw it, yeah.
Unfortunately.
Oh, look at that. Like a back to tank. He got fucked up in that explosion, and now he's basically going to be in this tube for a while.
Old man?
So this is...
No, he's just Blue Beetle.
Actually, I never noticed that he does have a similar design to Blue Beetle. So can you guys guess the name of this alien?
Fuck ass.
No!
Speed lizard.
No.
Basilisk.
Basilisk would be creative. No, that's Accelerate.
Oh. My next guess was going to be
Oh,
Supple
that's
Little
what the
Boy.
fuck my friend was talking
But that's-
about. He was
that's-
talking about how much he really likes XLR8, and I'm like, what the fuck are you talking? I didn't want to be like, dude, what the hell are you talking about? Because it's like his favorite childhood show, and I didn't want to be like, are you stupid?
Did you take your stupid pills this morning?
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Also, you got the... How
Is
often...
that kid? What voice is that kid? That bully? Was that bully D. Bradley Baker?
Probably D. Bradley Baker does a lot of the voices on this show. Yeah.
You wanna...
Oh yeah. So yeah.
No, not the TV. I mean the...
Oh well, I wanted to say just real quick. Accelerate was also voiced by Jim Ward.
Oh.
There are a lot of voice actors that do different voice roles.
Are any of the aliens voiced by Kevin Michael Richardson?
I don't think in the original series, but he does show up, as well as Phil Lamar here and there. Yeah, overall, what did you guys think of the first episode?
I thought that was really cool.
A little distracted.
I mean, I could tell what was going on. The dialogue didn't matter.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's another thing, is like, you don't need to have a lot of the dialogue in the... What?
Episode 7.
Captain Love.
Oh no! Spoiled! Oh shit.
Freaky my Slurpee.
God damn it. So, yeah, overall, the first episode was really well received when it came out, and a lot of people liked it.
I certainly like it. I did not watch it when it came out. Ben 10
Yeah.
was one of those shows that I kind of missed because I
You
was like,
know,
I want to watch SpongeBob.
Yeah, because I'm about to say, you guys are mainly like...
SpongeBob.
You guys liked Cartoon Network and Nickelodeon. You never really watched a lot of Disney Channel growing up.
Yeah,
I was a lot more of a Nickelodeon.
I
kid.
actively avoided the Disney Channel because I'm like, that's for dumb babies. I was
And
wrong.
girls.
Yeah, no, there's plenty of...
And obviously this was on Cartoon Network.
Yeah, like I
But
mentioned...
I didn't watch it.
Like I mentioned, at the same time, you had like really good shows like... even though it was kind of cheesy at points, just like this show is, but American Dragon, Jake Long was on Disney Channel. It was actually a really fun action show.
In addition to Ben 10, can we watch other like good Cartoon Network shows? Like,
Oh yeah, no, that'll come.
like Shaolin Showdown
Oh my god, it has been so long since I've seen that show.
or Samurai Jack.
I'm surprised you know about Shaolin Showdown.
I've just heard the name.
We'll have to...
Is Jackie Chan's Adventures here?
I don't know. I'm not sure where that would fall under copyright. I think Warner Brothers had it, but I can't remember exactly. But yeah, we'll see you guys in the next episode. Thanks for listening.